What's going on, good people? It's Khalil Gibran. One time for your mom, two time for your spine. We back with another reaction video. Reacted to my guy, the Passport OG. He's reporting on some Iyanla Vanzant clips and the lost art of feminine persuasion. Oh man, there's nothing like a nice, sweet woman. I feel like a lot of women these days lost the concept of that, man. A nice, sweet woman can get a man to do whatever she wants him to do. Man. Anyways, let's get into the video.
Did not create. They're allowed
That.
your children, the ones that I did not create. They're allowed to do what you do. They sleep all day. They don't come out of the room. They don't do what they need to do.
Wait a minute, hold up. I want you to come over here. I want you to watch this.
Eat my food in the process.
So the video that started this video here is a video of Iyanla Vanzant and a young lady talking to this young gentleman. I want you to pay attention particularly to the contrast. That's going to help me illustrate the point I'm making in this video.
I don't think my husband respects my position as stepmom.
Let's talk about that.
Your children, the ones that I did not create.
So that's where she started. Your children, the ones that I did not create. That's the first sentence she said.
They're allowed to do what you do. They sleep all day. They don't come out of the room. They don't do what they need to do.
Wait a minute, hold up. I want you to come over here. I want you to watch this. Let me show you something. Go sit over.
Okay, now you're going to see the contrast because she had her turn. Now here Iyanla is going to say how she would do it.
I have a little concern because your sons are not demonstrating that they are learning to be the kind of man I know you want them to be.
And there it is. Now you see how that powerful those two sentences were? She didn't directly attack him. She spoke to him. She appealed to him from a soft nature. And you can see in his facial expression that he has not felt that in a long time. Look at that. Look at that face. He barely knows how to react to it because he doesn't recognize it.
They're going to demonstrate the kind of man you teach them to be. And I'm not really sure what to do about that. Can you hear me? Mm-hmm. That's how you do that. The woman has to talk to her man to get him to move the way she needs him to move. You're not going to get nothing with that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't think my husband respects my position as stepmom.
okay, so you saw basically that's an older lady teaching a younger lady basically how to talk to a man. Now, that's not the point I wanted to make. You know where I'm going with these. So talk to men like you would talk to a 4-year-old child just to get him and no chains, laugh my butt off. I got it. Yeah, and a bunch of likes, right? You got more comments for you guys. Why is it women have to be soft and gentle to be heard, but men can yell and damn near throw tantrums without the same? You need to be calm for me to listen to you. A whole bunch of likes. Your children, the ones I didn't help create. That's where it ended for me. She started there. Remember that, right? Your children's the ones that I didn't create. What kind of statement is that? Sounds as if you're not respecting their father. So the children, therefore, don't respect you. Remember now, you think that those kids are going to look at the stepmom with any level of respect if she's not showing a level of reverence to their father?
Very true. Very true.
Some things you shouldn't have to say. Where's Iyanla's man? So of course they're going to attack her. They got to attack her. It's very interesting. Of all of the people that are not on that network anymore, she's one of the ones not on there anymore doing this particular show. This is demonstrating to women that she has to coddle her man to teach him how to be a father. FOH. What about the way they speak to us? So of course, is pointing the finger back. What aboutism?
What about isms?
Yeah. I do believe the deliverance is important in tone, but everything that comes after but, there's a but right there. Everything that comes before, yeah. I mean, she already explains it, what she really meant. Even in frustration, you need to still respect your significant other. A lot of women on this post are either single or going to be single soon, condoning the way the wife spoke initially. Of course, you got some laughy marks. She didn't yell or scream at him. I think she could have worded it differently. However, I think she's just tired of saying the same thing over and over. Okay, honestly, it's crazy that she has to speak in such a softened tone to garner his attention, to bring awareness to his poor parenting. Okay. And generally speaking, if men spoke the way a lot of women speak to them, they'd be called abusive. He said it, I didn't. It's a lot of women on this blue app with no man in sight, missing the point. Boy, oh boy. Why you got a baby? Enable a man to get him to do what he's supposed to. That's insane. So you can see the difference, right? You know, some people actually get it. Women shouldn't have to speak to men like they're children to be heard. Womanly ways is a sexist concept and shouldn't be promoted. And then it's back to the beginning. So I like to read the comments because they really give you a good feel for, you know, the lay of the land, the which way the wind is blowing. And you could tell very clearly which way the wind is blowing here. There are some women that think that having to lower your voice and speak to a guy in a certain manner is basically lessening yourself. But here's the kicker. Here's the key with guys. When a man speaks a certain way to another man, a man can raise up and say, you know what? You're not going to talk to me like that, and do something about it. But when a woman talks to you that way, what can you especially if it's someone that you if you are dealing with someone that you don't have a family with, then you can say, I'm just not going to be part of this conversation. I got to do something else. But if it's someone that you're intimately involved with, what choices do you have? You just shut down. Clearly, this man is shut down. He's shut down. There's nothing else left for him to do. What is the lost art? The lost art is that younger women don't know how to speak to men. I come from an age where I remember looking at my grandparents, and there would be certain isms like, men are coming over, don't wear your clothes out like that, don't sit with your legs open. Things that young ladies were taught to do as a way of showing at least a certain level of reverence or garnering a certain level of respect for men, right? So guys are coming in the house and don't sit like that. Go put on something because men are coming over here, you know, or even with adults, don't come in here. Adults are talking, and those kind of isms are kind of dying out. And one of the things you see in this video is simply this young lady doesn't know how to talk to a man. She talks to a man as if you got to listen to what I say because I'm going to say what I got to say. And so what does that do? It causes guys to shut down, or it causes guys to not get involved in the first place. Now, I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like. Now, were our grandparents and great-grandparents, were they perfect? Of course not. Of course they weren't perfect. But I can tell you this, they were in a lot better circumstances than we are now in terms of dealing with each other, because, heck, we used to actually have weddings before people got pregnant. We used to actually go to weddings, like multiple weddings a year. And that's just not really the case anymore. And one thing that our foreparents got right was just how they talk to each other. Listen to the contrast. Listen to the difference.
Come on, Pops. Chicken salad is on. You want some bread, or you just gonna get a spoonful? Come, you gotta come this way, honey. Come.
Now you're telling me you wouldn't run through a brick wall for that lady.
You can do chicken salad on bread, croissants, put it on the spinach wrap, lettuce. My favorite way for him is on bread. So you want me to make you a sandwich?
Taste it first, then you can make your sandwich. You gotta
It's gonna
come
be
in. You
good.
gotta come in
Come
the
in the
camera
camera.
and say hi.
Now watch how
This is
how
the
he's
love of my life.
now. I want to pause it for a second because I want you to. I want before he starts interacting with her. I want you to just hear how she basically. It's honey. She it's all honey. There's no vinegar. It's all sweetness. Now, are they all like this? Always like this? Of course not. But are they maybe even hamming it up a little bit for the camera? Possibly yes. So what? She's doing it now. So what? And look at how he disarms him.
Hear that crunch? That's from the peppers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need?
Need a little spice for hold still.
Oh,
Yeah, it tastes right now.
All right, all right.
Very cute.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's good.
Now, how often do you see that? We don't see that anymore. I'm not saying that the old days were perfect. They weren't perfect, but they were. We can't even say they were better. All we know is that the results were different. We had weddings, we had marriages, we had people together. Now, we don't know how the inner workings of all of that was. Well, we do know that we used to have proper families, and we ain't got that no more. We used to have proper weddings. We don't have that anymore. We used to have weddings before baby showers. We don't have that anymore. And so look at the lost art of just knowing how to. You think that this guy's going to go anywhere? You think that he's even thinking about walking out of the door? Why would he? He has all the sweetness he needs in his life right here. I'll let you see the rest of it.
While you had a little sandwich, and I was gonna have some nice tea and chips to go with it.
You want me to make that for you? I promised God I was gonna see about you. So here comes.
Look at that smile. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that smile. You see that smile? Look at that. Look at that smile. That is a happy man. Now everyone's walking around talking about is colorism and you don't like certain kinds of women or whatever. It's not about that. It's about the attitude. It's about the software. Look at that sweet softness. Guys don't want to come home to fights. In the first video, that guy shut down because every time he talks to his wife, it's just a battle. And it's a battle that guys can't win. How can you win a verbal battle with your lady when if you raise your voice, you could end up waking up in a jail cell the next morning? It's just the art of learning the art of wooing guys. That sweet science of, hey baby, if you do so and such for me, I'll appreciate it so much. You're my king. That kind of stuff and mean it. That's why guys are getting passports. It's not because black guys or guys in general have stopped liking the way American women look, or because American women are acting a certain or I don't know, something other than just the baseline software. Can you be nice? Can you be sugary sweet? This lady's sugary sweet. This guy ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. You think that first guy, every time he goes to the supermarket, every time this man goes to the supermarket, he ain't looking around to see what women are looking at him? You know that you're going to go home and get just tons of just vitriol every day? Yes, that man spends some time sitting in his car before he goes into his house. This man comes home after work. This man is not even wasting time in his car. He's coming in, hey, what's up, baby? I'm glad to see you. What you need? You think that this lady has ever changed the tire? You think that she's ever had to worry about it? Ever had to worry about putting gas in the car? Fixing the refrigerator? Heck no. And that's what people are missing. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Find a lady that will talk to you like a king. They're still out there. A lady that will not be confrontational just because she can. And she knows you can't do anything back. You'll be surprised at how efficient, how effective, how productive a man you can become. Anyways, that's all for today. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.
All right, we're gonna get into this next video.
You in the comment section, bro.
All right, take a little break. Be back later with some videos. It's Khalil Brown. One time for your mind, two times for your spine. It's New Jeru. It's a New Jeru world. We build strong families. Strong families build strong communities. Strong communities build a strong nation. New Jeru is for the children. Dream do come true. Let's get it.